I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends for about a little over a week now. I think we technically just went into the day 9 on reset. And so I've been really getting a good experience into the game, really getting a full feel for it and what the overall gameplay loop is like. And now that I've done that, I wanted to put together a video of kind of 5 things that I think the game could do to really help the new player experience and just to make it enjoyable overall. I always think whenever you're playing one of these games, whether it be, you know, a traditional gacha game on your phone or you're talking about a AAA free-to-play game like Fortnite or something, it's always good to vocalize your opinions and improvements for the game if you want to see it to continue to move into a positive direction. So I wanted to put this together. Let me know what you think about my 5 things in the comments down below. If you agree with me, disagree with me, or some other ideas, and maybe we can get Raid to hear us out a little bit on some improvements we're looking for from the game. But without further ado, let's go in and take a look at it. Actually, I lied. With further ado, I'm going to say if you are interested in trying out the game, you can always sign up for Raid using my link in the description or in the pinned comment of this video. So go ahead and click that. If you do, there's some extra rewards. We can talk about that a little bit more towards the end of the video. But for now, I wanted to jump in to what are some of the improvements that the game could offer. So the first improvement that I have really started to notice here that I think would just be a nice quality of life experience would be the Guardian Ring. Now the Guardian Ring is nice. I love the fact that they have an option for kind of like an offline level farming. You put a character in here, or if you buy the additional slots, you can have multiple characters in here and then you can have them level up while you're offline. That's great, especially if you're out of stamina. It's nice that you can kind of continue to slowly make progress there. I like idle battlers myself, so that works well. The only thing is I don't like that you have to select every single time that the level is completed. So like if you want to go in and get to the next level, you got to go in and manually click it, accept it, and then it goes into resetting into getting the next level. And I think I would like if it just continued to do the level. So even if you didn't log in, it would just kind of roll into level 8, level 9, level 10. You know, I really think that that would really help the overall quality of life here for offering that into the game. I think that would be really good. Now, the next thing comes in the tavern. And in the tavern section here, I've found that the more you get characters added into your roster, a little bit messier it gets with trying to like navigate what you want to do with them. Now, for example, I'm currently working on trying to get my first fusion. And so I had been very curious or wanting to make sure that I wasn't going to be accidentally consuming or using one of these units as fodder. And so I would jump over to the portal over here and I'd go, okay, for fusion, Relic Keeper, okay, I need them, okay, yeah, that works. And then I jump over back into the tavern and then my goldfish brain would already forget who I'm looking out for. And you know, eventually when you start, you know, dropping some of the ascensions on them or ascending the character, so you start getting the purple stars, it gets a little bit easier to track, of course, but I think some kind of like identifier, which would be helpful. Like obviously there's the locking, which is helpful to make sure you don't accidentally do it, but when you're actually trying to like find the right unit, it would just be much more helpful for doing that. By the way, if today's content got you excited and wanting to try out Raid Shadow Legends, you can actually sign up using my link in the description or in the pinned comment to this video, or using the QR code that's on screen now. There is a bunch of champions that you can collect, and if you sign up using my link, you're going to get a free Rector Drath on your account, who is a great supporter to get your account off on the right foot. Also, in addition to Rector Drath, you're going to get 1 energy refill, 1 XP booster, and an epic skill tome you can use on Rector Drath. And remember, new users who reach level 15 will also get the epic champion Yugo, as well as 300,000 silver, XP barrel, and some additional magic potions to get you started. All right, let's keep going in the video. Number 3, the third thing that I think that could really improve overall quality of life for the game actually just falls into the campaign farming, and it falls under the multi-battles. Now, let me go ahead and move my camera for you really quick. The multi-battles right here. These multi-battles, it just allows you to, you know, open the game, go into a stage, hit multi-battle, and it will continue to do that for you. It does give you a few different settings that I like, you know, it's, you know, stop once you reach a max level, or to force it to continue. You can use gems automatically to restore. So like if you're whaling or you're willing to put in the extra money for that, I would definitely appreciate the customization and ability here. But I think this is something that should just be built into it, you know, like in other titles that like I've experienced before, I've seen them introduce kind of like a pet system, and the pet system actually just gives like a certain number of multi-battles that you can do, and it's just like more like in chunks. Like you can do 20 multi-battles at a time, then you got to go in and reset it and continue it. I understand the you know, the benefit here is that you can have, you know, 90 or way more than that, and you can just totally leave it. But again, that's only if you have it already. So I think that's something that should just be built into it, especially when the farming and getting the XP for your characters is such like a core part of the gameplay loop with character progression. I definitely would appreciate if those multi-battles were actually something that just kind of were built into the game. Now, this next next one can be found in the dungeons, and in the dungeons, it's this right here, that each of the potion stages can only be accessed on certain days of the week. I'm trying to fuse some characters right now, and the fact that I can't get the potions I need for character fusion to ascend those characters is a bit of a bummer that I'm not able to access that, and I have to wait till the next day, and it really, you know, extends out the overall progression for it. I wish that they just removed the time gate for this. Like, Plarium, if you're watching, can we just remove these time gates, please? I just want to keep playing. You know, like, that's why. So other than that, I think it's good. I haven't had a chance to actually dive into the Sand Devil's Necropolis or the Phantom Shogun's Grove, so I don't have much feedback on those areas. I don't really have anything major for the other farming stages as well. Actually, you know what? I do have one. Liar! I wish there was kind of a way to select a preferred item. Now, when you're farming these stages for relics, it is just kind of like a random drop from any faction. I think I would love if you could like pick like preferred faction, or even if it was like, you know, you split it in half so you could pick like one set of factions or another set of factions or something along those lines to make it a little bit easier on the relic farming there. That would definitely be a nice improvement. Now, that was 5, to be honest. I did just throw in an extra one there that did make it 5. I do have one more, and this one's admittedly a little bit nitpicky, but for me, I was recently trying the Chimera raid boss. You know, I was coming in here, I was looking at the Chimera clash requirements, and I wanted to understand what the Chimera boss itself actually did a little bit more. But when I come in here to try and see, I can't actually go in and look at the Chimera's abilities unless I have a key available. If I have a key available, I can hit battle, which brings you into the next battle screen. So for example, you come into this screen and you can see, you know, the details. It's not there specifically, but in this screen where you would normally see the boss, you can go ahead and you can select the additional details for it. And then it kind of gives you like a full description of the kit. We're able to see like, oh, in trial 1, 2, or 3 for all of the various heads and the different stages. And so you can understand the abilities and what you need to accomplish with your characters and going into that clan battle. So I think just being able to access that more so I can try and plan a little bit better going into the Chimera stage or in some of these other stages, so you know what you're walking into before, you know, using the key or the access or using the stamina going into a different boss stage or an enemy stage. I think just having that little extra ability to see there would be really cool. I don't know how I've just noticed the map's actually wiggling. That's crazy. I don't know how many times I've come to the screen and literally never seen that. That's actually really cool. All right, we got an extra one. Guys, we just hit 7. We're about to hit 7 things here. The 7th thing that I would say I think would just be overall would be great quality of life is I think the game should just double the XP on everything. Double the XP on normal, hard, brutal, and nightmare, because I've had to use an unbelievable amount of stamina when farming up my fodder to get my first character, Kale, up to 6 stars here and getting him up to an Ascension 6. So I think a little bit extra XP I think would really help improve that that character leveling cycle here. But overall, I've been having a lot of fun with it. If you're interested in trying Raid, you can sign up with the link in the description or in the pinned comment of this video, and you will get the free epic unit. Rector Drath gives you a healer, has a revive built into her kit, very helpful for PvP and PvE content. If you use the link, it helps support me and support the channel and the content that we're making here. And remember, new users who reach level 15 will also get the epic champion Yugo, as well as 300,000 silver, XP barrel, and some additional magic potions to get you started. But that is all my feedback on ways that I think Raid Shadow Legends could be improved. Let me know what other feedback you guys have in the description in the comments down below. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.